here all the way down. This whole section here is pretty much family all the way through. And I start with my Aunt Emily. I want to make sure that's her. Yeah, this is my Aunt Emily. She was the daughter of Estella McClouden. And I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, Emily's, that store. Yeah, yeah, well, that's who it was named for. And her husband is right here, Herman McClouden Sr. You probably know his son, Herman Jr. Herman McClouden Sr. and Aunt Emily established that business decades and decades ago. And after his death, and he died fairly early in life. He died in 1965. So from 1965 all the way up through the early 90s, that business that they started actually thrived in that community for a very long time. And she was the person that was leading the way. Buried next to her is her daughter Patsy McClouden. Patsy had two daughters, Chris and Tony, and next to them is Herman Jr. McClouden, and he too was a offspring of Herman and Emily. Now Herman and Emily was the children and daughter-in-law of Will and Estella McClouden. And I'm trying to look and see where their graves are. I'm thinking that they're up in just one of these graves here.
Do you know the names of any of the unmarked?
Any of the unmarked, that would be Stella McClouden and Will McClouden.
Do you know which ones they are?
It's one of these three here. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know who the baby is?
No, I don't know who the baby is. That's always been a question in our family of who was the baby. Mm-hmm. But if you turn around here, this is Sally Groover. Her nickname was Aunt Chick. She was the sister of Will McClouden, and Will McClouden was born in 1900. He actually served as the minister for Tabernacle Baptist Church for 1 year in 1919. So that's a very interesting dynamic. And if you come over here where you see this pink rose, this is Virginia McCollar. This is where I get my name from. She married Pete Wilson McCollar out of the Rock Hill area. And they met each other in Cleveland, Ohio. So a lot of people always ask me, where do you get your last name? Where you get your last name from? My last name comes from Pete Wilson McCollar. That's out of that Rock Hill area.
Person here?
This is Virginia McCollar.
How is she related to you?
That's my grandmother. She was one of the people that raised me growing up. And this right here is one of her best friends. So that was like second mom right there. So we would see her and Miss Rena Mae Wiley together. We was like, yeah, the trio is together. So